Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence. Welcome
Welcome
to
to the
the.
Nick and Lawrence Show.
So we
So
are
we
um,
we're
we're
zooming.
zooming for our first vlog with the quarantine that we've had happening for a while.
Yep.
So kind of figure out what we're going to talk about this week and try this out.
Yeah. Well, it's been a few months now. So
Yeah.
how about we just how about we do some catch up and we'll maybe if you have any updates for some nostalgia stuff you've been following, like Disneyland reopening or I don't know what you've been watching. We can just talk about that. How about that?
Okay. So I've been doing a lot of Disney Plus and watching a lot of the different stuff on Disney Plus. They've got some new stuff. They're working at adding more of the Walt's Disneyland TV show
Oh,
on
nice.
Disney Plus. They have one on animation and one on the Liberty story. It was
Hmm.
actually based on a. The episode was actually plans for a new land to be opened in Disneyland that actually, my understanding is it failed, and it's not there in the park.
What was it called?
Liberty Square.
Oh, Liberty Square.
Yeah, I think it was just outside of Main Street before you hit the hub of the different lands.
Uh-huh.
So that's where it was going to be put.
What was it going to be about?
I'm not sure. I have to re-look at the episode.
Like American history?
I think American history.
I think people could use that right now, right these
Yeah,
days. They could use some history lessons.
yep,
Because Walt Disney was like he was a big Abe Lincoln fan.
yep. And that Great Moments of Mr. Lincoln is one of my favorite things at the Disneyland park.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've seen it, but I mean, I've only been to Disneyland once in the last 20 years.
Right.
The last time we went. Well, so you've been watching a lot of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Uh, I watched. I haven't really watched anything on Disney Plus since The Mandalorian season one ended. But did you watch the Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford?
No, I haven't.
Because that's not on Disney Plus, right? You
Okay. I
have to rent it.
think you have to rent it.
Yeah,
There's things that you can rent or find on other streaming services.
yeah, right. Yeah, I watched what's that? Onward, the Pixar movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's. I think that one's on Disney Plus right now.
Yep.
So that one's pretty good. And I know right at the beginning of the quarantine, they released Frozen 2 to Disney Plus. So
Yeah.
that was cool. And I think
Yeah.
they released it like a week after I bought it.
Right.
So, but that was fun to watch. Yeah, but I've been watching other stuff. The sad thing is there haven't been any really new movies out.
Yeah. Well, I do know with kind of coming out of quarantine a little bit, I know that around here we've got theaters that are opening back up.
Hmm.
Um, One of the movies I'll probably be planning on watching in the near future that I know will be in the theaters will be Milan. I know we've got a theater over here in Rockland that's going to open up, I think, 4th of July weekend. Of course, they're starting off with some of the classics. I had a friend mention that Ghostbuster and Back to the
Right.
Future and some of those movies. And this seating looks pretty good for what they're doing right now for social distancing. But yeah, I think the movie that I'm planning to see because it's coming out in July and it's got its theatrical premiere will be Milan. I think that'll be the first thing I go and check out
So they're going to release Mulan in July.
in July. I think it's still scheduled for a July opening.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one I didn't know. I haven't really checked to see what movies were coming out this year. I thought most of them were postponed until next year.
Well, I have a feeling that they had movies that have already been in the can on the shelf. They were just gonna depend on when theaters open, but it's a slow process.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I saw that The Cinemark theater is opening again, and Regal Cinemas, um, but with safety measures. So
Yeah.
I I think, like you said, once the movies start coming out, and maybe it'll be worth it to go see them. I don't know if I'm in any hurry to go to the movie theaters
Yeah.
uh, anytime soon. So
Well, the thing I've learned with some of the places is that most people are not ready for the theaters. But I think if you got like 5 people, I don't think it's a big deal.
yeah, I read on the Cinemark website that the way that they're doing it is when you book when you book tickets,
Yeah.
they automatically block out the seats right next to you. So
Okay.
so if you book one seat, one ticket, then the seats on both sides of you, they won't let people buy those. And then like if you can do two seats together, but they won't let people sit on either side of those.
Right.
So it's not exactly 6 feet apart, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think if you have your family, that's a safe thing. But at the same time, if it's just you and that's the only seat that gets picked within over a week of the movie release, and you have a better chance of
yeah,
nobody's sitting around you. I mean, my
right.
arm lengths, I've learned to take my own arms to figure out the 6 feet. So if I sit in that one particular seat, and I love middle seats when I go to the theaters,
Uh-huh.
and so I'll pick the very middle, kind of upwards, so I can get the full screen and all the speakers around me to get that effect
Right.
of the movie. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like, what the experience is. Hopefully hopefully it'll start dying down soon and things will get back to normal eventually. Maybe not this year, but um, so you have been watching a lot of movies, I assume.
yep.
Been growing your hair out. You planning on going to Disneyland anytime soon?
I would like to. I'm still looking into what's happening with Disneyland. I've heard that I guess the start date that they're gonna have for Disneyland will be June or July 9th, and they're gonna open up the downtown Disney in little pieces,
First,
and,
yeah.
and then by July 17th, the day of its 65th anniversary, they'll do the park opening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I saw that they're planning on doing July 17th, but cast members are complaining they don't want them to open yet.
that's what I'm like, obviously, well, I don't know. There's 50-50 on that. I'm wondering what cast members are getting the job there, and are you really qualified to work at Disney, and are you willing to go and do cleaning measures and safety measures and try to keep your guests safe no matter what?
Yeah,
And I thought, okay, if you're complaining, maybe you need to not work at Disney because you're not doing your job.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think a lot of them were complaining because they didn't want to get like they were afraid of all the crowds and getting sick, having to work and all that. But
But you have to take precautions for yourself.
right,
Then going and complaining about who's coming
right.
in.
I know you have to understand you work for a business and they have to reopen sometime. People
Yeah.
want to go and experience it. So there will be people that want to work.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to go to Disneyland. I don't want to go on vacation at all if I have to wear a mask everywhere.
Right.
That doesn't sound very vacationy.
Right.
And then you spend, especially like with Disneyland, you're gonna spend all that money to go down there, and then you got to walk around all day wearing a face mask and staying away from everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'd have to watch, and I know there are vlogs out there um, for Disney World, or at least Disney World is working at work. So I need to watch that and see how they do that, because I'm sure that every once in a while you'll have a break when you go to an eating place or something, or
Right. Well, that's true. You can't eat with your mask on.
yeah. But people are working at figuring out ways when they're out for the walks and everything, when there is a large crowd, to figure out, okay, when's a good time to do this. And so I'm watching all the vlogs to say, okay, will this be a potential thing for me to go and do it? Because I want to watch how other people do it first, and
Right.
then I'll go and say, okay, you know what, it's not a bad idea to go around, and if it's not a hot day, to go out, and I might be, like if I'm in the movie theater, I'm definitely going to go and do the mask thing for, a short movie, an hour and a half movie,
Yeah.
or max it at 2 hours or something.
Well, are they saying you have to keep it on the whole time?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you could take it off to eat, but for me personally, if I were going in, I'd probably keep my mask on, maybe not even order any snacks or something,
Well, I
just
think
in
they,
case there's
yeah,
people. But I know that how the theaters are built, you've got
yeah,
the reclining chairs and everything's all like the walls are higher up. So I can't imagine how you'd have somebody go and have a sneeze attack and
yeah,
your hair gets all.
yeah. That's true. We just have to wait and see. I heard that they're saying when they reopen, when they start reopening and coming back, people having people come back, they're gonna offer discounts and stuff for snacks. And I think they had I think it was with Cinemark because they're showing a bunch of old movies, like 80s movies. They're gonna have
Right.
80s prices for the snacks.
Mm.
So it was like $2, $4, $5.
I have a feeling that they're going to start off with the very old movies because the younger generation, the millennials, are probably not going to appreciate Back to the Future and original Ghostbuster and all that.
Hmm.
So I have a feeling that if you just get like 5 or 10 people, in the theater, spread out,
Yeah,
if people know where they want to sit.
yeah, yeah. Well, and then that's kind of the good thing with the way that they do reservations now. So you have to choose your seat, right?
Right.
So you can choose, you can look. I wonder, I haven't looked. Are they open yet?
I don't think so. At least I haven't checked.
I'm gonna look real quick.
Okay.
I want to see when they reopen. I'm looking at Cinemark. Oh yeah, so it says Cinemark presents comeback classics. $5 adult, $3 child. Enjoy welcome back ticket prices for a limited time only. Um, and then you've got Mulan coming out. Not a lot of movies. Just
Not a
looks
lot of
like there's
movies.
only, yeah, and old ones too. So The Matrix, they're showing The Matrix,
Yeah.
Mad Max, Sonic, which Sonic came out right before the lockdown.
So maybe the plus side is you can take the movies that were just getting released to the
Hmm.
theaters, and because they've already got them, there they can go back and redo Sonic or Onward or movies that
Yeah,
and that's where I look at that and say, okay, what were the movies in March that they can now play in July or August or September
well,
until they.
so the movies they have coming out, some of the old ones, they've got, like I said, The Matrix. They've
uh,
got Raiders of the Lost Ark, the original Blade Runner, Back to the Future, Jaws, Space Jam, Austin Powers,
Right.
Mean Girls. Oh, and they're bringing back the Lego movie too.
Okay.
So I was trying to look. Let me see here. I'm gonna pretend like I'm booking a ticket for one of the movies. I wonder. Actually, hold on. When does it say that they're reopening? Get tickets. It says select theaters now open.
Okay.
June. Let's see. June 19th. This looks like some opened, and then some will start opening June 26th. This is for Cinemark. So that's nothing in California until July 3rd. So that July 4th weekend, they're going to reopen all the Sacramento. Rockland. Um, so Elk Grove, Rockland, Sacramento, Century 16 Greenback, Century Arden 14 are all going to open July 3rd, but I don't know when the other ones are opening.
Right. Well, we're definitely going to get some classics. I think what's really cool is
Mm-hmm.
that the Back to the Future movie, which is coming up on its 35th anniversary, will come out to the theaters on the 4th of July weekend, which is 35 years ago, because it came out July 3rd of '85.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. So we're coming up on an anniversary for Back to the Future, and that movie's always come out to the theaters. I love seeing it when I get a chance to. I
Mm-hmm.
highly recommend going and checking Back to the Future out at the theaters.
Yeah.
So that's always a fun one to go and see. I know in 2015 I had gone and seen all three when they celebrated their 30th anniversary, and they did the Back to the Future Day. So that was really fun to see all three movies back to back
Mm-hmm.
like that. So
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. Well, I'm looking forward to things getting back to normal. I don't know how you've been. You doing good?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Well, you like just hanging out at home.
I also like getting out, and I missed a little bit of that.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you have a week where you can stay at home or do whatever, but then when it's 3 months of it, you need a little bit of time. So I've gotten some walks here and there. I've started to slowly get back out to doing things on a regular basis.
Yeah. Like what have you been doing? Did you go to any?
I've got a small group of 10 people that I've been meeting. We had been meeting on Zoom, and now we're kind of getting back together, but we're just a small group of people, and that's been kind of nice to get back in the norm with that little group of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad that being in an area like Placer County, that we haven't had too many, you know, problems with the virus and stuff. So there's been so much of the news and myths of where it's hitting and where it's spiking and stuff. I think I've gotten more news reports that have said, "Oh, it's Sacramento County." I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's there. You need to be checking every other county around California."
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
been good. But then, of course, it could be bad is if you do have somebody in your group that is from Sacramento or something, and they don't know that it's an invisible virus for some people, and they don't know that they've had it for a while.
Right.
So
Right.
it's kind of like having the flu or something,
Yeah. I think there's a lot of
or
people.
allergy seasons or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's something I know that when you go get like if you go to get your blood done, take your donate blood, the what the old blood source, their Vitalian, whatever their new name is,
Right.
they were offering when you went to donate blood to test you for the antibodies for the virus. So that'd be something that would be nice to know to see if you ever had it, you know, like
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of people that we know probably had it at one point and didn't really know if it's just floating around.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had it, then you could have I don't know, more like you're more comfort knowing that maybe you're not going to get it again as bad. I don't know. Just have to wait and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make the Zoom call too long.
Yeah.
Since I'm working from home, I gotta get back to work here pretty soon.
Yeah.
But what else? Anything else you want to talk about? Since this is kind of our just like a slow introduction back into our vlog.
Um, can't think of anything, but
It's
this,
all I'll
this
tell you.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll tell you it's weird looking straight at you instead of sitting next to you.
Right.
But it'll look like we're sitting next to each other when we do the video.
right? Well, if we just look like this and you look the other direction, then
Yeah, you're on this side.
yeah.
You gotta, yeah, you're right here.
Well, I'm mirror the mirror image because I'm on my phone doing this.
Yeah, I'm looking at you on the left side.
Yeah. Be nice if Zoom could actually fix it so when you do the mirror effect, it would actually look better.
Yeah. Is that the way you did a mirror effect?
Well, well, it's the only way I can do it because so I can look at you and see you
Oh, I have mine.
because
Yeah. So
you're on the computer, so it's a
I
little
mirrored.
easier.
I mirrored. Mine was mirrored too. And oh, it
So I
wasn't
don't know
on
if
HD.
I can.
Can you do? You're on your phone, though. You said
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I don't think I can change it.
you do. Yeah, I don't think you can do it on your phone, but
No,
do you see the virtual backgrounds?
I don't have virtual backgrounds on my Samsung.
How about that?
I like that. I wish I could do that on my phone, but I've got a
Yeah.
cool, pretty good collection behind me.
Well, I actually downloaded these. So we're back at Disneyland,
Yeah,
and then Galaxy Star Wars Land.
I should send you a picture because then you could actually go to Pittsburgh and be on the set of the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, on your side, you could do all that, and so I could have the collection side on my side.
Hmm.
But I kind of like how our because of how our layouts are, and because we're huge collectors of things, it makes it kind of nice to have the collection in the background.
Yeah, I like our background. I actually moved all my stuff into my spare room. I don't know if you could tell that I'm in a different
Yeah,
spot.
yeah,
Yeah, so I got all the pops back there and some other stuff on the
right.
bookcase.
Yeah, I've
There's
got all of my Disney DVDs. Actually, yeah, to the right of me, I've got all my Disney DVDs on the shelf, and got a good collection of stuff.
yeah,
So the shelf to the left of me, the one straight behind me, um, on my right, has a lot of VHS and just different mugs and things that I've collected over the years. So that's more of like a collection. And then farther left are all my DVDs and books and all of that.
nice. Yeah, looks good.
So I'm sure that over time we'll pick a few things from our collections to look at as we go for a few weeks until we decide when we'll, you know, meet back
Hmm.
together. But this is a good start.
Yeah, yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah,
I'm glad we have Zoom to do this,
yeah,
you know. All right, well, I guess I should get back to work.
yep.
But why don't you just sign us off?
Okay. Well, I'm Lawrence,
I'm Nick.
and uh, don't forget to ring the notification bell and like our page, check our Instagram page. We've got about 50 videos already on the YouTube channel from
Yep.
things we've done in the past. So as we go forward with this, you can check those out. And as we go forward in this in this season of stuff, just check. We've got a good chunk of videos that we've done for the last year and a half.
Yeah,
So
a lot of good stuff, good content.
good content. But yeah, so we're gonna keep going forward and doing this stuff. I'll be sending Nick the links afterwards, and then he'll get them edited, and we'll
Yeah.
make them look like we normally do.
Yep, yep. We'll get this up as soon as we can.
Okay.
All right.
So, well, I'm Lawrence,
I'm Nick.
and we'll see you next time.
All right. Talk to you guys.